It is Good Friday. What a day. So much meaning for so many of us. So much thought of a resurrection. You know, you want to think about somebody who has been resurrected, who believes so wholly in God and everything that it empowers him. His name is Mike Lindell. You know his name. You know his voice. Mike, hello. Welcome back to KCKA Radio.
Oh, thanks for having me on again. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great. You know, I thought you were the perfect person to speak to today. I loved what you said a few days ago in the Rose Garden, talking about God, imploring everybody to remember that. I don't remember why God is almost like a four-letter word to some people in the media anymore. It's as though you got to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't that something? I've had you're my 68th interview since the Rose Garden speech.
Wow.
68. And a lot of them, I've been on both, but bad and good media. I just have taken them all in, but it just amazes me, how some people out there, it's almost like, what did I say that's so bad? Let's read our Bibles and spend time with our families, but it sure got the message out there. Guess what? They're selling out of Bibles everywhere across the country.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's, I won't say the name of the store because I don't like the store. It starts with a T and it ends with get. But anyway, they've been selling out of children's Bibles. and I read an article. They sold out twice.
Oh, man.
They sold out twice already of their children's Bibles,
So
which
cool.
That's awesome. And it really got everybody talking about God, talking about Jesus. I stand by what I said. I believe that a nation turned its back on God. We have a whole generation of kids and that got brought up, and our schools. They took everything. They tried to take everything from us.
I agree. You special. Go ahead.
Yeah, it needed to be said, and this was around the world. I guess what I said was so out of the ordinary. I turned to the president and said, "Do you mind if I say something off the cuff?" And he said, "Yes." And I've gotten calls from India, Israel, Australia. It made the front cover of the Taiwan national paper. I mean, this was, so it really got I do believe we're in the greatest revival ever. I believe that people look for hope when the chips are down, not when everything's going great. And we have an opportunity here with both the pandemic and with addiction I told everyone I've been on these shows, and I said, here's what you can do. You're somebody at home right now, and you know the Lord. You'd be reaching out to all your friends and witnessing for God. And if you're an addict and that's gotten through it, and you made it, had your heart restored, why not reach out to your friends the same age that are still out there in fear, and they're vulnerable. They're ready for anything.
Amen.
They're looking for hope.
Yeah.
What an amazing, we got Easter coming up here this weekend.
Well, I wanted to ask you that.
Now's the time to tell them the story.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. So how do you plan to celebrate Easter? And twofold, a lot of people, because of this crisis, they're having a hard time getting that peaceful, restful feeling at night, that sleep that we all need. I know you mark it in that, but what do we say to people to just, got to have a little peace of mind?
Well, I just say, to get into the Bible, get into the Word. I mean, this is the time that to do that full surrender to Jesus. I mean, what timing on this? It's almost, I always look at timings of things. I did a movie last year called Unplanned. It was a true story about Abby Johnson, who worked for Planned Parenthood. Then she flipped on him, and that came out at the perfect time where they were killing the unborn in New York, killing babies in Virginia. I mean, it was a perfect timing.
Right.
This is perfect timing for what's going on now. Coming into Easter weekend here, this is, the story needs to be told around the world. This could be, we can't go to our churches and stuff, but there's so many online. I mean, everybody, I could go on and on of my friends, like Tony Evans is doing an amazing thing on Sunday. These churches are going to be televised everywhere. I think it's going to be the biggest awakening ever.
I agree with you. And, it doesn't have to be a Sunday thing. It can be a Monday through Sunday thing.
Absolutely.
This is how we need to walk around in our hearts.
Yeah, absolutely. We all need our hearts restored. And like you say, it's a perfect time. We're not put on here just to go, oh, let's go to church on Sunday, clear our conscience, and run around. We're put on here. If you know Jesus, you're supposed to be out there. You can be out there discipling. And right now, there's no better time. You're at home. Pick up that phone and reach out to people that, tell them the good word. Get, what I said at the
show
Rose
some
Garden,
love.
every minute of it, I'd say, show some love. Reach out. And they're like the people that are out there living in fear of where we're going, the fear of the unknown, where we're going. I'll tell you what, I can say with all confidence, with our leadership we have, and if everybody's out praying, we're going to get through this. It's going to be better than ever. This is an opportunity. Things are going to be different when we come out of this, but it's going to be more people. This is the time to unite. Take politics out of it, take everything out of it. This is the time for everybody to unite in our faith of Jesus.
And it's an awakening, regardless of what you believe in religiously. It's an awakening for all of us, and it's a true time for us to join together. I love how you have changed your production to make these 50,000 face masks a day. Is that actually going on?
Yeah, we're doing. I just made a call on that before coming on the show to get an update. We're up around 40,000 a day now. We're going to hit the 50 a day, but we're going to go beyond that. I've had to kind of balance. I'm going, well, when is it going to be where we made too much? But I'm telling you, when we get people, when they start coming back to work, a mask are going to be a big part of it. So, and just so you know, when we do a cloth mask, no matter what it is, you can even have a scarf over you, a bandana. At least if you have something, you're not projecting, you're safe. People around you are safe.
Yes.
So if everybody has a mask in a business, if everybody has some kind of mask, kind of we're practicing our 6 feet, we're going to have these safe practices. And I was really impressed. A week ago, I was so upset. I went in a Whole Foods and they didn't have masks on or anything, and they said they were waiting on them from Amazon. I said, well, Amazon owns Whole Foods. Bezos owns that. Why isn't he helping,
right.
on that part? Well, then today I just came from a Walgreens, and they had a sign posted, and I felt safe going in there. I wore a mask. Everybody in there, all the employees had masks, and they had a 6-foot rule, and I felt safe because people need to feel safe.
I agree.
When you're out and about.
I agree. It's it's the beginning of getting back to normal, Mike, and that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
I love having you on. I love your message of hope and optimism and remembering that God is actually every day a part of our lives and never to forget it. Mike Lindell, thank you for carving out a few minutes and joining us here on KCKA in Pittsburgh. We appreciate you and your time.
Thanks for having me on. God bless.
Thank you. God bless.